Joined now by third-year Cape Breton Eagles defenseman Jérémy Langlois. Jérémy, how excited are you to get this season going?
So excited. I've been waiting for that for the whole summer, just to get back. Last year I didn't have the year I expected to have. Came back from an injury. Only played 2 games and we got sent back home. So yeah, excited to get back on the ice and get back to real stuff.
You talk about last season. One of the stories was that second half, playing Charlottetown and Halifax a lot. How much did the grind of playing those teams wear down on you guys as the year went?
It was different for sure because we used to play every team in the league, and then after Christmas was only Charlottetown and Halifax. But I guess we got used to it.
How happy were you this year when you came to training camp that you didn't have to spend 2 weeks in a hotel?
Oh yeah, I was super happy. Just got the vaccine 2 times and just to be double vaccinated and don't have to do quarantine again. It was the greatest announcement I got.
You're a first-round draft pick of the Eagles. When you reflect back on that, how lucky do you feel having experienced that moment, getting to walk on stage when the first-round draft picks of the last 2 years didn't get that experience?
I'm just happy and honored. Sad a little bit for the 2 years after me that they didn't get the chance to go on the stage. I feel blessed and I feel like honored to have done that before in the past.
Going back to that moment, did you have any idea it was going to be the Eagles? And unlike a lot of the other prospects, you could just wake up in your own house, you're a Quebec City boy, getting drafted in the rink you grew up watching games in.
That was amazing. That was an incredible feeling. I just remember it. I heard my name getting called and I was not expecting that at all. To go in the first round, I was playing minor midget. It was only major midget players that were getting drafted in the first round, and when I heard my name, it's just the best feeling I've ever had.
Did you know it was going to be Cape Breton?
Not at all. I had a good interview with them before the draft, but I had no idea at all who I was going with.
Talked about playing minor midget or midget espoir. You were actually the last cut from the midget AAA team. Talk about that experience and how that motivated you in your 15-year-old season.
I had a good camp in major midget, but I got cut at the end. But I guess it was just sort of a motivation to help me show them that they made a wrong decision, and that's how it went, and just prove them wrong at the end of the year.
You're only in your 18-year-old season, but you and Connor Trenholm are the longest tenured players in Cape Breton. No one else has been in Cape Breton longer. Can you believe things have changed so quickly here?
It has changed for sure. I remember when I came here at 16, there was guys who have been playing here since they were 16 years old, and now that I'm 18, I'm my 3rd year in Cape. I mean, it's a great city, and to be here and be like with Trenny, the 2 oldest guys that are in the city since 16 years old, it's just great.
We're with Eagles defenseman Jérémy Langlois. Your 16-year-old year, one of the big experiences was getting to play World Under-17s. Got a good report from your coach, I remember at the time, I believe it was Jody Hull, talking about the tournament. Walk us through that experience.
It was unbelievable just to get the chance to represent your country. It's just an honor to wear the maple leaf, and there's no feeling to describe it.
It's also Shane Wright's draft year, expected to go number 1.
Yep.
He was your teammate there. What do you remember playing with him?
He's on another stage. He's just so good with the puck, without the puck. Such a good guy on and off the ice too. He's a really good friend of mine since World Under-17, and I'm just happy for him so he can go first overall.
Your draft year as well. Last year, you really started to come into your own. You had that big 3-point game at Halifax. I remember saying on the radio that was the best game I'd ever seen you play, and that was unfortunately also the game that you got hurt in. Walk us through that moment and just how tough was that?
Like you said, it was probably my best game I've ever played in the Q. It was going so well until the end when I just got hit into the head. At first I didn't realize I was hurt because I had no headaches and stuff, no symptoms at all. And when I got home I started having headaches and stuff, and just to be injured and not being able to do anything for almost 2 months was a long time, and I was just so hyped to get back, and when I did, I think I did good. I scored a goal right away.
It is your draft year. Do you feel any more pressure coming into the season? Are you thinking about that a lot?
I put pressure on myself for sure, like I did when I was minor midget for the Q draft, but I love to play with pressure on me, so that's a good thing for me, and that's my draft year, like you said, so it's a good thing to have pressure.
Who's a player on your team that fans should be watching out for?
There's a lot of guys. I know Sean Larachal will be one. He just won the President Cup with the Victoriaville Tigers, so I guess the fans will love him. I like how he plays.
What do you see as some of the biggest challenges for this Eagles team heading into this season?
We're very young. I know we have a good chemistry between the guys, but I feel like the biggest challenge would be just to play against older guys, older teams, and the teams that maybe players have played for almost 3 years together, since we only have maybe 3 or 4 players that played together last year. We're almost a brand new team.
As you can hear, we were trying to add some ambient noise, but when that gets a little bit too out of control, we just have to go back into the edit machine. So for the next question, I was asking Jérémy what his goals were for the upcoming season.
I just want to be myself. I just want to go on the ice and play like I always played. Play like the game I played in Halifax last year was my best game in the Q. So just to be that player, a good offensive defenseman, can play both ends of the ice. Sort of a puck-moving defenseman too, so that's how I'm going to play this year.
And what expectations do you have for the team this year?
Going through those challenges as a team, and just going through those moments that are not going to be easy. We're a young team, so just going through the year, it's going to be a good thing for us.
Well, it's been a long wait to hear from Jérémy in a profile interview. Very much appreciate you taking the time. Best of luck this weekend and the rest of the season.
Thank you, Patty.
And that was Eagles defenseman Jérémy Langlois joining us at the intermission. You're listening to Uniglass Plus, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.